Hey YouTube, SciGuy29 coming at you here. Quick video today, I'm guessing. Couple of quick updates. High school baseball season. The regular season has reached its end. We're done with our regular season. Didn't have the regular season we wanted. Finished 3-11. Big win last night in extra innings against kind of a team that's become a bit of a rival. So it was kind of fun in extra innings to beat them. Uh, a senior got a win, hadn't had a win yet this year on the mound, so that was kind of fun. Uh, Craziness though with our high school baseball season, with tournament starting. Um, we've had two top 10 teams in our largest school division. The number one team and the number six team. The number one team actually had a draft choice this year. Dowling Catholic out of Des Moines. Their season ended. They're rated number one in the state. Their season ended because of COVID tests coming back positive. And then just yesterday, the number six team in our large school division, um, called their season off too for the same reason. We've had, I think right now we're at 10 softball teams and 9 baseball teams that have called off their season because of the COVID positive tests. Um, just kind of crazy. Uh, Maybe notice the MTV shirt today for those of you that are a little older like me. Grew up when MTV was actually music television instead of a bunch of craziness now. But I want to go back to 1981. It was the first year I was heavy into collecting. Um, I was early in middle school, and my dad was my middle school principal. And he had a teacher whose husband promoted shows and was a dealer himself. And he ran shows down in Des Moines at what the time I think was a Howard Johnson's right across the street from the old Veterans Memorial Auditorium. And he'd have autographed guests come in, and you can see, oops, this guy right here, Freddie Patek was one of the autographed guests. That's a picture I got at one of his shows. And the reason I'm bringing it up is 81 uh, was the first year that Topps didn't kind of have the monopoly on the cards. Um, Kind of a cool design. They've you can kind of see here, got a Tim Raines rookie at the top, a few Dale Murphys at the bottom, and one of my all-time favorites, Rod Carew, sandwiched in the middle. Too bad he's with the Angels. Some Reggies on the back. Uh, this bottom row still confuses me why they're there. A couple of John Tudors and then the Tony Pena card, as I'm guessing, in the middle. Get that so you can see it a little better. Kind of crazy, but um, all of a sudden, Topps didn't have that monopoly. Here's a couple more, some Fernando Mania, 3 of Fernandos. You can see we'll get back to Reggie in a minute, but these two I know why they're there. This player on the end, Mike Boddicker, is an Iowa guy. Grew up Norway, Iowa, over by Cedar Rapids. If you've ever seen the movie The Final Season, that's his hometown, his high school that he played for. Phenomenal baseball tradition. Bruce Kim also played at Norway High School. They've produced like, I don't know, somewhere between 5 and 10 major league players. Just so you get an idea, Norway is a town of less than 2,000 people. But just known for its baseball, they've consolidated in like so many other small schools now. We're going to go back to the Reggie Jackson. This is an 81 Fleer Reggie Jackson. I've got my whole 81 Fleer set here in a binder. No, I know it's not D-ring, but I just got this recently. One of the cool things was, for those of you that know your baseball history, there's Pete Rose right here on the top. Fleer did something cool, and they put their set in order of how teams finished the year before. So first was the Phillies, second was the Royals, Astros, Yankees, so on and so forth as he went down the line. Um, kind of in honor of those teams and how they fared the year before. Now, one of the reasons I said I was going to make this is back to my dad's being my principal. The guy who promoted the shows went all in 81, and he needed help sorting his cases of cards. So my brother and I, we were each given our choice of sets. I chose the Fleer set. He chose, I think, a top set. The Donner set, for those of you who don't know, just go back and look at it. It's not a very attractive set with just some awful photography. But it was so cool at the time because you had choices and options. We got hired to sort for him, and we sorted, I believe, eight or nine cases of tops, rack packs, and cello packs, cello packs, choose it, whichever you want to call it. Most people today say cello. I'm kind of a music guy, so I say cello just for fun. But we sorted and we sorted and we sorted. We sorted 2 or 3 cases of the Fleer and Donruss as well. So we were pushing, 10 to 15 cases of product that we sorted for this guy. And it was just such a different time, exciting time. And we did it, a lot of sorting for what we thought was a great deal at the time. We got a whole set of cards, this entire binder is just stuffed full. Plus anything that didn't go into a complete set, my Psy guy, 29 for Dan Quisenberry. He appeared in all 3 sets. His 80 tops was his rookie card that he shared with a couple other players. But the 81s, anything that didn't make a complete set, we got to keep those. So I think we both ended up with 2 or 3 of each, basically, that didn't quite match up into the set. So I just want a little flashback today into kind of one of the fun things I got to do and kind of really what got me cemented into the hobby, which was a lot of fun. Bob Feller, up above there, we go, was also a guest at the shows that we'd go to. And they were usually twice a year, occasionally 3 times. And it was just such a great time to be in the hobby. It was exciting. All these new things coming in, new ideas, and certainly not all of them good, but it certainly was a lot of fun to have those options, kind of like we know today, to have a lot of different choices in where our money can go. So till next time, take care, have fun, live life. See you later.